Now, the first he mentions was the observance of a calendar. They now observed annual festivals and monthly festivals and weekly festivals. There is no trace in the New Testament whatever of Christian observance of a calendar. Now you see, this is where it comes home, because the calendar the church observes is largely pagan. And it has been mixed into Christianity. I'll come back to that in a moment. The outstanding example of syncretism in Britain is Christmas. And yet you tell Christians that they should not observe Christmas, and I know because I've done it. And I could show you some of the correspondence I've had, because I've stood for getting Christ out of Christmas. And you wouldn't believe how unpopular that is. Show me one verse in the New Testament that says Christians should do anything special at Christmas. It's not there. But syncretism has put that pagan midwinter festival right into the Christian calendar. And where would we be without Christmas and Christmas Eve communion? You see? It is sheer paganism that has got mixed in. And Christ is reduced to a baby in a manger, which he is not. All right, I'm getting warmed up because, can you see? You see, this is Colossians, and we read that so objectively and say, oh, those dreadful Colossians are letting all those pagan things get mixed up. We do exactly the same, and when we're accused of doing it, hey, no, Christmas is the best time of the year in our church. Observance of a calendar. Christianity is not the observance of calendars. It is not the observance of Christmas and Easter. Where in the New Testament are you told to have a special Easter? Nowhere. Christ is risen every day. And even Sunday observance is never commanded of Gentile observers in the New Testament. Yet we all want to keep Sunday special. There's not a basis in the New Testament for doing that. We are free to do that if we want to. And we're free to count every day the Lord's Day if we want to. We're free. We're not under any law about Sunday or any law about Christmas or any law about Easter, but we do it. And we assume it's Christian. We're Colossians. Anyway, observance of calendar, Paul says, have nothing to do with annual or monthly festivals or weekly Sabbaths. These do not belong to the age to come. Well, you willing to obey that word? The other thing, again, this came in from the Greeks again, abstinence of the body, that there is virtue in denying your body its appetites. And therefore they were forbidding people to marry now. That celibacy was now the thing. And they had a list of taboos. Don't touch this, don't taste that. And Paul was going to have to say, God has given us all things freely to enjoy. A Christian is free to fast and to feast. You're free. I remember being invited to a family, father, mother, 3 children, a gorgeous meal. And the smell of it, I was drooling already, like the Pavlovian dog. I was really ready for it. And the father said, would you give thanks? And I said, Lord, I'm ready for this and it's ready for me. Thank you. And I opened my eyes and the father and mother looked at me with horror. Thought this was a man of God we had for lunch. But the kids loved me. And the children's faces said, if this is Christianity, we'll go for it. I'm not going to spoil a good meal with a long grace. That's sacrilege. You see? And, I hope I haven't shocked you, have I? But you see, Christianity is not a matter of giving up sweets in Lent. Giving up sweets in Lent is precisely putting these two things together. See? We'll come later to what Paul says Christians should be giving up. They should be giving up pride and anger, and he's got a whole lot of things to give up, and not just during Lent either. Do you see? Problem is, if you give up sweets in Lent, you put in your thumb and pull out a plum and say, what a good boy am I? You see? And then as soon as Lent's over, or at least before Lent comes, you can fill up on pancakes. That's precisely what started Pancake Tuesday. And then after Lent is over, you see it in the Muslims, Ramadan. They don't touch food until sunset during Ramadan. Then they feast and get all indigestion and become quite bad-tempered. You see, Christianity is not a matter of observing periods. It's a matter of giving up pride and anger every day. See? It's not a matter of doing things for this calendar period. It's a matter of living consistently in Christ every day of your life. Every day is Christmas Day to the Christian. Every day is Easter Sunday to the real Christian. It's not something we observe. It's something we live in the whole time.